We are at Princess Cays, but we had a rough night in our cabin, our inside cabin here, 16101.
Sounds like we slept under a freeway last night.
I think if I lived under a subway in a big city somewhere and the subway went by every 6 or 8 minutes, that's what it sounds like in here.
Yeah, except for it goes by every 8 seconds. I counted it multiple times throughout the middle of the night. I think we slept like 20 minutes at a time.
We are going to have to, for the second time in our cruising career, go to guest services and see whether or not this is going to be our room for the entire cruise. It happened once before on the Carnival Pride when we had an issue with some slamming doors outside of our balcony.
For our crew that was working
our
all
ocean
night.
view. Yeah.
Under us, yeah.
So we're thinking this is a cruise number 48. It may happen again. We'll see if guest services thinks that's the solution. So yeah, stay with us today and see how this ends, because we're not sure if we're going to be in this cabin tonight, we're going to be in a new cabin, or we'll be...
I literally thought at 2:30 in the morning that maybe I was just going to put on a bathrobe and go find a deck chair to sleep on, because it was that bad. I hadn't slept a wink until I think I fell asleep at around 4 o'clock, just out of pure exhaustion.
So, Princess Cays, follow us along. We're going to probably stop at guest services. Not sure we'll get a solution today, but we're going to get ashore. We're going to show you Princess Cays, some snorkeling, some of the beach life to help us drown away our sorrows for what's going on in our cabin.
Well, this is it. Things happen when you travel. There's no point in getting upset. We'll go and report it and still have a good day. That's our plan.
So, let's go and visit Princess Cays.
Let's do it. Well, we are at it again. We are playing Journey to the Secret Word.
Yes, be sure to watch this video because we have hidden a letter somewhere in this video. And special thanks to Level 8 for providing the prize for this contest.
You are looking for one word with 7 letters long for this series.
And then go to cruisingcanucks.com to make your entry.
And don't forget to tell us where you saw those letters.
We did run into our cabin steward. Told him a little bit about the adventures in the room last night. He advised to go to guest services and see what options we have, and that's what we were kind of thinking anyways, so might do that before we head for breakfast. We'll see how busy guest services is. This is the new guest services concept here. 16101. We just tried to sleep through it, but
yeah, we just tried to put up with it. I feel like I slept 30 minutes last night.
Yeah.
It was
no rush. We're going to shore anyways. We'll come back and we'll check
exactly.
in.
Yeah. But if we can do something. Thank you so much.
We have checked into guest services to let them know about all the craziness going on in their room. It's not us. We're not the crazy ones this time. And another system is down. Some stuff going on, so we're not in a big rush because we're getting off. But we're hoping that by the time we get back, they'll have some sort of answers or solutions, or I don't know whether it's going to mean a cabin change or what's going to happen. But we'll let you know when we find out. We have found the International Cafe. We'll go a little bit of the warm offerings here at the International Cafe. What would you have for breakfast? Grabbed a little bit of breakfast from the International Cafe. Got a bacon and egg McMuffin and a croissant. Mrs. Canucks has also gone with a bacon and egg McMuffin and a chocolate pastry of some sort. And we're just sitting here up at some high chairs that are overlooking kind of like bar seating, but it overlooks the piazza. How's your verdict on your breakfast so far?
There's no cheese on it. There's always been cheese on it. I mean, it's funny because the bagels or the egg McMuffin is kind of soggy, which never has been in the case before. The bacon looks a little undercooked for me too.
Okay, I have a couple of those, please. Here. Found some sticky buns. Hopefully that'll overcome the bad egg McMuffin. I also found some breakfast burritos. I'm going to try that since I couldn't get them at the International Cafe. I was actually surprised at how well the buffet lines were moving, so yeah. Even with everybody serving you, it still worked out okay. We just came from the elevators. And I must say, I have never been a fan of smart elevators. I haven't found them very smart. They usually create more lines than they do, or queues than they do service. But on this ship so far, somehow they figured it out. We've been in elevators multiple times where it's just us going floor to floor. It seems to work very efficiently. There's no people piled up bailing for the stairs because they can't get an elevator. Somehow the smart elevators are smarter than the Sun Princess. Well, we are in the Eclipse dining room. This is where they have told the people with elite status to come and wait for their tenders. So, I'll show you a little bit around here. Look at this. Genetics at work on the Sun Princess. Looks like some kind of a DNA strand, is it? Goes down to the lower levels. You can see here on a lot of these tables for two that you're not going to be very far away from your neighbor. So, never my first choice in a dining room because that's not really a table for two. And back here, in the aft of the Eclipse dining room, the lower level is right at the aft of the ship where we're getting off. We're almost here.
quickly.
We're getting off the trip now after about an hour wait actually from when we went into the Elite Lounge, but
Welcome to
we're
Princess
almost
Cays.
tendering.
Your attention, please.
Gonna be a full tender.
All guests are holding water shut.
We are on the tender.
We are. They literally said, hurry, hurry, as we were getting towards the place to get off.
Yeah, you never need to tell Mrs. Canuck to hurry. She'll
I was running.
Okay, we're here. We're just docking here at Princess Cays. First steps on Princess Cays in quite a while. We are back. Mrs. Canuck is leading us to our chairs. There's the beach. And our ship is right behind us here. There we go. Sun Princess waiting offshore for us. We found home after a long trial, tribulations, measurements.
Trying to get a spot away from the smoking area, but still have some shade. So hopefully it'll be great here.
Hey, you're blocking the view. Thank you. Let's see if it kicks on. You got 3 hours and 39 minutes of snorkel.
All right, it's my favorite time. I get to go look for some fishies.
Off she goes. So Mrs. Canuck is in the water. I haven't gone in the water yet. We were pretty late getting off. I think we were 11 off the ship, and it's about 11:30 now. So late that, in fact, the food is ready. The lunch buffet or grill is already open. And I am walking in the direction of the bar. It's time for a beverage. Start the day with a margarita. Their blender is broken, so I'm not on Team Rocks. I just had to go with Team Rocks until they get the slushy machine all fixed up. So, cheers. First drink at Princess Cays. Double-fisted already, are you? Well, one's for me, is it?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's a little wavy out there, and so the water was a little turned up, so the visibility isn't as good as what it's been when we've been snorkeling here in the past. But I did see some pretty fish. I hope they come out on the camera. I'm afraid they won't show up as well as they have in the past.
Let's roll that snorkel footage. We'll show you what she found. It is lunchtime. We're gonna try out the grill here on Princess Cays. For those that don't want to see my ugly mug, there's looking forward into the palm trees. Thank you. Isn't that much better? We're here at the buffet, the tunes are pumping, the lines are building, and there's some food ahead. Okay, some vegetables here, some salads are here. There you go. I see hot dog buns and corn for some reason ahead. I see cheese ahead. And the burgers are on fire, just like I like them. Cook them well. There you go. This is my creation at the Princess Cays grill. We got 2 patties, some cheese, some sauce, some lettuce, some tomato. How's that look? It's a Mr. Canuck creation at the buffet right there for you. On the side, we got a little brownie cookie and potato salad.
I went with the grilled chicken sandwich.
How's the chicken look?
Yeah, looks good.
What's going on in there?
Come say hi.
Yeah.
So we just
Jill-
finished having lunch.
Jill's surprised she's at Princess Cays, but yes, we
Yeah. Yeah. Just finished having lunch, and I had a chicken sandwich here, which I also had. This is why I was thinking this. I had a chicken sandwich when we were Perfect K on Coco K. Perfect Days.
K's and days.
Got it somewhere in there. Anyways, the chicken sandwich was okay, but it was definitely better on Coco K.
I had a Mr. Canuck Big Mac, Princess Cays style. It was delicious. Double burger, some cheese. Yeah, you saw the fixings there. It was really, really good. So yeah, I wouldn't write home about it. I wouldn't like get in a boat and travel to Princess Cays just to have dinner. But if my cruise ship stops here, I'm gonna probably enjoy a bite while I'm on the island.
Yeah, it's nice food, and I don't have to go back on the ship to get something to eat, so I'm going to read my book for a little bit before I go back to swim some more.
Okay, we're here enjoying the beach life in our loungers. I'm about to put on my audiobook for a little while. Of course, Mrs. Canuck is reading her old school book. So she's on chapter 12.
Quite enjoying this novel.
Chapter 12. We've packed up and we are heading back. And we're expecting, from the memos we're getting in the room, might be some long lines. So hopefully we're not too late to miss the long lines. But it's been a great day in Princess Cays. Perfect temperature, nice breeze, water's beautiful. Food was good, drinks were good.
Giant stingray! I hope it shows up on the video, but I saw the biggest stingray ever.
There's the line. My grandparents used to have a farm, and they used to have like these cattle runs that were kind of like this. We're on the tender.
You're on the tender.
Maybe a 10-15 minute wait. Most of the way was getting through the x-ray machine.
Yeah, it wasn't very long at all. They kept walking the whole time, so it wasn't like you're standing still. Oh, yeah.
We are back
We have 2 lines.
off the tender. We have made our way back up, considering there was a monstrous tender full of people going to the same elevator bank. Wasn't too bad a wait, actually.
Yeah.
These smart elevators may be able to convince me over other ones I've experienced before. It's a verdict.
Actually, guys, nice hair dryer, just as good as the good quality one I have at home. So nice improvement compared to the normal Princess hair dryers I'm used to. So good job. A decent quality hair dryer. So we are all cleaned up after our day of fun in the sun on the private beach, snorkeling.
Yes, and we came back. We did call guest services about our rumbly room. Mrs. Canuck has measured it down to every 8 seconds. It makes a noise for about 5 seconds and rumbles the room and then stops. So, I'm sure it's something mechanical that's going on. It's not just a weird noise they can stop. So, we're waiting to hear from them. They said they'd call us back. Nothing yet this afternoon.
Yeah, I called them, let's see, over an hour ago now, and they said they'd give me a call right back, but they haven't called.
So we're going to leave.
It's time to go to the Platinum Party. We want to go check it out. It's in a very interesting spot, and it's at a very interesting time. If you've ever done the elite Platinum parties on other cruises, this one is from 3:30 till 5. It ends, and it's in one of the specialty restaurants.
That's a pretty early happy
So
hour,
it's
even for me.
very early. So yeah, it's 4:30 right now, so we're going to try to get down there and get the tail end of it just so we can see what it's all about and check it out.
Okay, let's get going out of this rumbly room. I almost forgot the dress reveal. Green dress. But 1/2 length. It does have a slit up the front that you can't see from this angle. Sleeveless. Maybe we'll see the front when we get to the elevators. As I swerve in and out. There's like a whole bunch of chicanes that are in this hallway of the Sun Princess. Here's the front of it. Ta-da! We're in an elevator by ourselves.
We are.
And it's only going to our floor. Number 7 is where we're going right now. We're at the Butcher's Block by Dario. That's where the elite party is. Oh, there's a sign right there. And as in most elite platinum parties, there is a bit of a spread here with a warm item at the end. But the odd part is the seating here. It's not really casual lounge like sit in a restaurant. Less like a lounge. What do you think?
It feels really stale. That's the best way I can describe it right now.
Very industrial elite party. Elite cocktail list right there. Captain's trying to interrupt me, but what do you have in here?
So I have a little bit of shrimp cocktail, a cheese, a little piece of strawberry, and some apricots.
There's what I got. One vegetable samosa.
That's all you got?
I wanted to have some veggies, but I could not have the veggies because they were already pre-dipped. They were in a glass already, like the veggies often come in this type of events, but I already had blue cheese dressing in the bottom half of the glass, so I couldn't even choose the dressing I wanted on my veggies, so they were out for me tonight. I much prefer the lounge life when it comes to the elite parties than this, whatever this is. The drinks have arrived. I've ordered a Manhattan with extra cherries. And who do you think has the Cosmo?
I'm starting to become predictable like Mr. Canuck.
There you go. How is your Cosmo?
Lovely.
We are here in O'Malley's. We are in the pub. It's a little bit bigger on this one than what was on the Enchanted Princess. We're kind of in the back corner in a booth. And that's because I found Mrs. Canuck here, so I thought I would sit here too.
It's because we have a view of sailing away from Princess Cays.
Sailing away with the Disney magic, I believe that is. You can see off in the distance. So yeah, we do not have dinner reservations tonight in the main dining room. We really don't want to go fight through the crowds, so we thought, why not use one of our casual dining opportunities with the Premier package and come to O'Malley's for dinner. So we enjoyed it so much in the Enchanted Princess, we thought it'd be a great event here. There is live music a little bit later on, partway through our meal. And if it's like anywhere else in the Princess Fleet, the food is fantastic here. Okay, the first thing he handed out was a drink menu, cocktails, and the O'Malley Secret Brew. If the Pirate Queen gives you a wink, share her drink. This one is interesting at the top to me. $100 for cocktails on tap to share. I'm not sure what that is, what you get for your $100. Serves up to 4 people or one really thirsty person. I guess so, for $100. That's a heck of a thirsty person.
Somebody's having a party for one.
Wow. We are here around 5 o'clock, so we could have a pre-dinner drink. And we knew that dinner started at 5:30. And it's about quarter after they start bringing the menu, so we can check it out. So if you come to O'Malley's and you don't have any packages at all, it's a $14.99 cover charge. You get a starter, a main, and one after, which is a dessert. There's also a la carte pricing if you just want to pick any of those 3 and pay for them. So yeah, looks delicious. Our pre-dinner drinks arrived. I'm having the Passion of the Irish, and Mrs. Canuck has ordered the Golden Gorse. We'll put together to give that a try when she gets back. Hers is gin-based, I believe, and mine is Irish whiskey Galliano and some fruits.
It's yummy. It's like, they have a lot of these. I'm finding every bar has a specialized gin and tonic. It's a gin and tonic, but it's elevated. It's got a little bit of other bitters or flavors in there to make it have a little more of a kick, which I'm enjoying.
And my Passion of the Irish is interesting. It has an odd flavor, but it's not odd bad. It's just different than anything I think I've ever had before. So I think that it tastes a little bit like Ireland, actually, if I had to say so. It's kind of an interesting grassy taste. Not in a bad way. I don't think I'd do it justice, but I like it. Yeah, I thought I'd show you. It was quiet when we got here, but they're really packing it in now.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's a seat left in the place.
No, there's standing room only. People are lined up. My appetizer has arrived, and I went with the tower of onion rings.
There we go. We asked you on Facebook, real time, I showed the menu, and a lot of you said to try the onion rings, so Mrs. Canuck did. Another thing that was mentioned to try, and I'm going to get out of my comfort zone.
Oh, wow.
I am going to have the Scotch egg, so it's got some egg, got a little bit of sausage and a battering, some greens. Let's give it a go. I'm partway through it. I don't know, it's kind of got some weird flavors. It's not bad. It's not great. I'm not craving to have it again. Yeah. I feel my arteries hardening as I'm eating it, so, but in a good way. Okay, what's the verdict on the onion rings?
They were cold, like just room temperature, so not so great.
She's being generous. I just tried them. They are like really cold, like barely room temperature, yeah, so yeah, don't really want cold onion rings.
It is busy, crazy, wild here, but our mains have arrived. I went with the roasted chicken. It looks really good. I can't wait to give it a try.
And I went with the beef and Guinness pie. This thing is monstrous. There's my hand.
It's huge.
Little tiny basket of fries. Look at this thing. There we go. Okay, let's dive into this.
Dessert has arrived, and I went with the apple cake. But look at this mammoth that Mr. Canuck ordered.
Look at this thing.
What is that? 18 layer cake?
The size of that thing. Lips it up for you. It's bigger than Mrs. Canuck. Its size is huge. Woo! And it's going to be a chore to get through that. 7-layer chocolate cake, I think they call it. We're done with dinner. Trying to beat out the crowds there. And get to the main theater, or they call it the arena. Or I call it the little tiny room. The doors just open. Let's see how busy it is.
Hello.
It is packed. Just opened a few minutes ago. Here we are in what's premier seating. But
Hello.
I'm not sure. I think we're facing the wrong way.
It's the best that I can do.
There's the theater. Stage is that way. And if I point my seat straight ahead for you, I'm facing this way. It is, well, still our 15 minutes before, and they are having to break people up into small singles to be able to find seats in the theater. And we'll see what happens.
This is una fiesta. Welcome to Viva la Música.
Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Es que esa belleza es un rompecabezas, pero para montarla yo tengo la pieza.
I ain't got cash, but I got you, baby. Baby, I don't need all your fun tonight.
I love you. Let me
for 1 point, or it's not right, but it's okay for 2 points. Which one?
It's not.
Though I try
Well, as Mrs. Canuck sings, I'll bring you a little bit up to speed.
Do we get it?
We've been running from venue to venue to venue.
We have.
Went from the pub to the main theater to Princess Live now. And there's going to be some comedy after this.
Yeah.
So instead of talking through all this, we will bring you up to speed a little bit later on and all the fun we've been having today.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Like in Canada, they go, how you doing, hey? In New York, you go, hey, how you doing? But Canada only switched to the Mex system about 50 years ago.
Okay, we have been having some fun around the ship tonight, and we have an update on the cabin situation.
Yeah, so I went to guest services after we had a beautiful day at port, or at the beach anyways, and I just basically said, I don't care where we are, we can be at the bottom of the ship, but I'm sure anywhere, as long as there's a bed, I'll be happy, and can you please move us, because I can't do another night.
Yeah, we had went to them this morning before we left to get off the ship. They said that they'd have a solution or something in mind by the time we came back on. We hadn't received an update, so...
I went back and asked them before we went and had dinner just to see if there was something. So while we were in the Princess Theater, or the Princess Live Theater, yeah, all of a sudden a couple of the guest service people that have been helping me out and trying to come to a resolution showed up, and they gave me a little envelope with a key card telling us that they assigned us a different cabin. So we're going to go check that out. We're quickly throwing things in a suitcase and we're moving.
Yep, so we have repacked, or at least most of it. We're going to try to move down, so follow us down. We're going to go down to deck 11. And let's go see what the new room looks like. And hopefully it'll be quieter. That's the we don't
I'm
care.
okay with bunk beds at this point.
Yeah, we'll take anything as long as we can get some sleep tonight.
That's
so
right.
We're gonna go see what the new room looks like. So let's go and figure this out.
That's right.
Here we go. Have you ever rolled your suitcases down the hall to come out of your room? Only 2 days into a 7-day cruise. This is what it looks like. Here's Mrs. Canuck. Look at that. She's already way ahead of me with the level 8 luggage. There she goes. She's curious to see what awaits us on deck 11. We have made it. We're here on deck 11. And one thing I've noticed is I thought we were going to be on this side of the room because this is where all the interiors are. We had an interior room We're on the other side of the hall. So I don't know, maybe we don't have an interior now. What do we have in here? I'm guessing it's a balcony if it's on this side of the ship.
There's a giant sofa in here.
Giant sofa. Check this out. I think we got a balcony and a big room with a big, huge sofa too.
That's awesome.
My goodness. Huh. Well, they didn't have to do that.
No, they definitely didn't.
We just wanted another room. We didn't expect anything better than what we had.
Yeah.
Huh. There you go. There's Princess for you. What do you think of that?
Well, that was lovely. Very lovely. I'm a little overwhelmed right now, but I'm also very sleep deprived, so I just want to go to bed at this point.
So I think it's pretty well the same, except it's got a balcony and got a couch. It's bigger, longer, I guess, than our room was.
Yeah.
All the controls look the same.
I'm tired.
The closet,
Yeah, the
frosted
bathroom.
glass is different, and
Yeah, but it's the same size.
and the washroom's the same size. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Time to get unpacked, or at least a few things unpacked, so we can go to bed.
And thank you, Princess.
Yes. Thank you so much,
Oh,
Princess.
we were working with who is it, Yeltsin?
Yeltsin and another young girl that we just met today.
Angela. It's Angela.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, even with that. Okay. Anyways, she was very kind, very wonderful, and very understanding when I went and spoke with her today.
Yeah.
Of course. And Yeltsin also, who we have met on Enchanted Princess, and he, just wonderful, wonderful staff at guest services.
And they've given us like old school hotel cards to get into our cabin because our medallions aren't working for this new room.
Yeah, because they're looked up to the old ones. So.
Yeah, so we'll have to figure that out. Maybe we have 2 rooms. But just one you can't sleep in.
I was just going to say, you can go sleep in the other room if you want, Mr. Canuck.
We'll be back. We'll bring in another update of what's been going on around the Sun Princess tonight. On top of all this stuff going on. What a hectic day we've had. Hopefully it's a long, sleepy night.
Sea day tomorrow. We don't have to get up early.
True.
Sleeping in.
Stay tuned. It is about 1 hour later. And we are in our new cabin and unpacked.
It was a marathon. or a race, I should say, maybe.
We are
A quick race.
exhausted.
We are, but everything is out of deck 16 cabin, and we have now moved down to deck 11.
Yeah, we're still missing some stuff in the move. So it's like when you move a house, you have to eventually find out all the stuff you tucked away somewhere.
The only thing I'm missing is I grabbed the princess patter that it was in our room upstairs, and I don't know where I put it. I don't see it here, but I know our clocks are changing tonight, so yeah, that's why I wanted to check the pattern. But I guess I'll go on the app.
I'll check the app. Yes. We went to the main theater for the first time.
We did.
Actually, let's back up a little bit. We went to the pub for dinner tonight.
We did.
And some of the food was good. Some of it was not good. Some of the atmosphere was good. Some of the atmosphere wasn't good.
They took off my favorite thing off the menu on the Enchanted Princess. I loved the stew that they had on the menu. That's what I had myself psyched up to have for dinner, and I got there and it wasn't there. But so I had chicken. It was good.
Yeah, mine was pretty impressive looking. But it had not a lot of good flavor, and it was burnt to the bottom, so it had a burnt taste all the way through
Yeah,
it.
I tried a bite of it. It wasn't something that I thought was enjoyable.
Yeah, so it's kind of a letdown at the pub, tell you the truth. I kind of wish I was at the pizza place for dinner, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, we probably won't go back, to be quite honest with you.
Not on this ship. And the entertainment was odd, too. We loved the Irish entertainment on Enchanted Princess. We did not get that with the singer.
We had a piano singer player. Now there is an Irish duo, I think, that does perform there late in the night. We haven't yet seen them. We'll try to get to them. But yeah, there was and it was more, it was like being in a piano bar trying to have dinner.
And then after that, we went to the theater. I would say I love Latin music. I think I loved the show. I think I would have loved it on a traditional stage. It was kind of ruined for me in that venue.
Yeah, we're not so much a big fan of that theater right now. We went there more than 30 minutes before the show started, and we got, second to the last row of the seats. That was all that was available. Couldn't get any closer than that, and even that was off to the side, and so it wasn't a great view. But yeah, the theater's definitely going to take a little getting used to.
Thumbs down on the theater. It really seems that
very small.
It seems that about a quarter of the theater actually has good seating, that they have the proper sight lines, they can see everything going on. Everyone else just kind of puts up with a few things that happen in the middle of the theater and miss the rest of the show.
True enough. Yeah, definitely too small of a venue for the size of the amount of passengers on this ship.
So the last thing, we went to the Princess Live. And the Princess Live, we were just kind of at a game show by mistake because we were getting there to actually see the comedian. We wanted to make sure we had a seat. Good thing we did, because that was packed. Like, it was so packed that I think there were so many people that the room was heating up and the ventilation wasn't working. It was getting
so
hot.
warm in there.
It was crazy number of people. We were squeezed into the corner, and
Yeah,
oof.
we definitely felt the crowds.
Yeah, we saw crowds so bad through the heart of the ship tonight. I don't think I've seen it that bad since I was in Vatican City in the middle of summer.
True enough. Like I said, I mean, we complained about crowds when we were on MSC. Definitely, they were worse here tonight.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, the highlight was a beautiful day at Princess
gosh.
Cays. We loved it.
Gorgeous snorkeling, beautiful beach day. And, you know, we're still having a great time, even though we are seeing some growing pains on this ship, and we're not sure whether this will be our favorite style. We came on here thinking potential to have a group cruise on either the ship or the Star, and we're finding that a lot of the venues are really tiny and it would be hard to sort of have a group of people. It's hard to get a seat for just the two of us or four of us when we're with friends, and so don't know how we would accommodate having a bigger group, because we see people that are traveling with larger groups really struggling.
So yeah, I'm sure we'll have more details on that as the next few days play out. We'll keep on exploring, keep on trying different venues, see how it works out. But we are exhausted from moving all of our stuff
Sure.
across the ship.
And not sleeping last night. Ready
So
for bed.
We're going to bed. So thanks for watching our crazy day, our change of cabins, and what a day it's been. We're looking forward to a relaxing sea day tomorrow.
Yes.
So join us. We'll do like a room tour of our new balcony, deluxe balcony, I guess it is, and show you what else is going on. It's also going to be formal night tomorrow. So anyways, time to go to sleep. We'll deal with that tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Good night.